What if I told you that just 5 minutes every night could change your entire life? Not a year, not a month, not even a week. Just 5 minutes before you close your eyes could be the difference between staying stuck in mediocrity and rising into greatness. Because in those 5 minutes, you hold the most powerful tool in existence. The ability to program your mind, direct your destiny, and command your future. Every night, when the world grows quiet and the noise of the day finally fades into the shadows, you are left with one thing: yourself. The questions no one asks you, the fears you never speak of, the dreams you have buried beneath endless distractions. In those silent moments before sleep, when the lights are low and the outside world has no hold on you, you are faced with the most powerful opportunity of your life. 5 minutes of complete, undivided attention with your own mind. Most people waste those 5 minutes. They scroll, they complain, they relive the mistakes of the day, or they escape into shallow entertainment. But the ones who rise, the ones who conquer, the ones who etch their names into history, they use those minutes as the architects of their destiny. Thomas Edison, before bringing light to the darkness of the world, would close his eyes and drift between wakefulness and sleep, holding a steel ball in his hand. The moment he began to slip too far, the ball would drop, waking him. Why? Because Edison understood something most people ignore. The mind in those quiet, twilight moments becomes a gateway to ideas, clarity, and visions that cannot be reached in the chaos of daylight. Do this every night for 5 minutes, and you will begin to rewire your entire existence. 5 minutes of intentional thought before sleep is not just a ritual. It is a declaration. A declaration that you refuse to live another day on autopilot. A declaration that you will not let your mind be hijacked by the meaningless. A declaration that you are the master, and not the slave of your own destiny. Close your eyes tonight and imagine the life you want. Not the life society told you to want. Not the life your friends or parents expect from you. The life that ignites something deep in your soul. See it. Feel it. Walk inside of it as though it already belongs to you. Because here lies the truth. What the mind can see in vivid detail, the body will begin to chase. What you allow yourself to feel as real, the universe will begin to magnetize towards you. This is not superstition, it is psychology. It is the same principle that built empires, carved inventions out of nothing, and pushed ordinary men and women to greatness. Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men in history, once said that every great fortune begins with an idea. That idea, my friend, begins in moments just like this. Alone, quiet, unseen by the world, when no one is clapping for you, when no one even knows what you're doing. It begins with 5 minutes of unshakable focus on the life you demand from yourself. Tonight, as your body lies down to rest, let your mind go to work. Reflect with brutal honesty. Did you give today everything you had? Did you waste hours you will never get back? Did you speak life into your dreams? Or did you speak death through doubt, excuses, and fear? This reflection is not for punishment. It is for alignment. Because success is not built in grand gestures. It is built in the invisible hours when no one is watching. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Those words are not philosophy. They are law. They are the foundation of every action you will take tomorrow. And every night, in these 5 minutes, you are deciding which side of that law you live under. If you think you can, tomorrow becomes opportunity. If you think you can't, tomorrow becomes a prison. Your thoughts are the blueprint, your belief is the hammer, your action is the construction. But without that blueprint, without belief, no empire can ever rise. That's why 5 minutes of disciplined thought every night is not optional. It is essential. This is where you separate yourself from the masses. This is where you claim power over the one thing no one else can control, your inner world. Do not waste it by replaying your failures like a broken record. Do not waste it by imagining the worst-case scenarios. Instead, program your mind like the most powerful computer on earth. Feed it visions of strength, success, and resilience. See yourself overcoming what others say is impossible. Picture yourself standing where today you only crawl. Feel the gratitude of already having it, as though the future has bent itself to your will. Every night, 5 minutes. That's all it takes to move from drifting aimlessly through life to steering it with precision. Imagine if Abraham Lincoln, in the darkest nights of failure, when defeat crushed him again and again, had used those moments to convince himself he was finished. History would have been robbed of one of its greatest leaders. But Lincoln used solitude, despair, and silence to forge resilience. He saw something greater than his current reality, and he refused to let it go. And so must you, because your life is being written whether you take control or not. The pen is in your hand every day, but the script of tomorrow is drafted in these 5 minutes of night. Every night, for 5 minutes, you are holding the pen to tomorrow's chapter. And what you write with your thoughts will either build your freedom or tighten your chains. Most people don't realize it, but the mind is always being programmed by the news, by social media, by gossip, by the doubts of others. The question is not whether your mind will be programmed. The question is who is doing the programming. If you do not take control, someone else already has. That is why these 5 minutes matter. They are your reset button, your fortress, your sanctuary from the noise. This is where you take back control. This is where you erase the doubts planted by others and replace them with conviction planted by you. Because no one else will ever fight for your dream the way you must. No one else will ever see your vision as clearly as you do. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. Edison was told he failed too many times. The Wright brothers were laughed at for dreaming of flight. But in the silence of night, they returned to their vision. They nurtured it, protected it, rehearsed it in their minds until it became reality. What about you? What do you do when the world doubts you? Do you surrender? Or do you retreat into those 5 sacred minutes and remind yourself of who you are? Do you whisper to yourself, "This is not the end. It is only the beginning"? Because mindset is not just about positive thinking. It is about training your brain like a soldier for battle. The battle of success is fought long before the morning alarm. It is fought in the hours when your body rests but your spirit sharpens its blade. Discipline does not begin when you step into the gym, open the laptop, or walk into the office. It begins the night before, when you command your subconscious to rise with clarity, purpose, and fire. Think about this, your subconscious mind does not sleep. Long after your conscious mind drifts off, your subconscious is still at work, building, solving, creating, arranging. If you go to bed replaying your fears, your subconscious magnifies them. But if you go to bed planting seeds of vision, your subconscious works overnight to make them grow. That is why Nikola Tesla would spend long hours visualizing inventions before ever building them. That is why Beethoven, even when deaf, could hear the music in his mind before